SMT Nation, we are back. Nation, in this video, I'm going to tell you guys what's going on with AST, I should say the satellite situation with Verizon and AT&T. So this update's pretty big because this kind of puts into action, I guess, the actual testing and usage of satellite for the biggest, well, two of the biggest three carriers in the country. T-Mobile has a relationship with Starlink, and that's the direction that they've chosen to go to. But AT&T and Verizon have kind of teamed up together to kind of coordinate this with spectrum assets and such with AST SpaceMobile, and it's allowed them to create what we believe is going to be a much more durable, much more usable connection. So, the calling, the texting obviously is probably critical and the most important thing. But it looks like AST is going to have solutions that actually allow true data usage, like full data, like you would normally use your phone, right? And the discussion about how you're going to pay for it and which plans will include it, all that is kind of like for another video. But this one in particular indicates that the FCC has granted STA to AST. Sounds crazy. For Verizon and AT&T testing. And this STA, or Special Temporary Authority, is going to allow unmodified smartphone usage of these satellite connections down here from space. So this is really cool. So you guys may remember this same process happened with Starlink and T-Mobile, and now kind of the next step here for Verizon and AT&T. And within this STA, once the STA is finalized and the testing is done, then what Verizon and AT&T can put together is a beta test, and kind of like a soak test where their customers actually connect to it, actually use it. Verizon and AT&T collect data, and then they get ready for commercial launch, right? So the whole process of like signing up and beta testing can be done on those carriers as well. It's really exciting. Obviously, this is the other shoe to drop. We got the first one from Starlink and T-Mobile. Now we got Verizon and AT&T. I didn't want to make this video too long, just because I've already covered several videos on AST SpaceMobile and what they're doing with Verizon and AT&T with the 850 megahertz band and putting it to use for this. And guys, to be honest with you, the reason why I think this is so big is we've heard nothing but complaints about the whole 3G network shutdown and how areas lost a lot of coverage because power levels on LTE and 5G are lower in terms of broadcasting and transmission, right? And by having lower power, set in place in the rules by the FCC, it means the signals that used to travel further for 3G, they don't travel as far as 4G LTE and 5G. Well, this is going to obviously help with that, especially when we think about first responders, emergency situations. Connectivity does not have to be negotiated. All right, so a conversation can now officially be had about this becoming a reality and customers actually connecting to it. You excited for it? What's your prediction of when this launches? I'm kind of leaning towards the end of the year, right? No earlier than Q3 of this year, and probably no later than Q4. I think they'd be ready, especially with some new phones dropping at the end of the year. But don't worry, if you've got a modern phone, probably doesn't require any type of modification. You got a newer iPhone, you got a newer Galaxy, you got a newer Pixel, you should be solid. Verizon AT&T will have you covered. Well, who do you guys think launches first, AT&T or Verizon? Or do you guys think it even matters? What's your thoughts and opinions? Let me know. Drop them in the comments. Like, share, subscribe for more. We'll see you all in the next video.